Hi everybody, hope we are doing well wherever you are. Happy Sunday. It's me D here or my Munyasha. So today we are going to talk about wedding again. I have a question here that I'm going to answer. How can you plan your wedding like a pro, like a professional? How can you plan your own wedding like a wedding planner? So what you need to do first is to grab a diary. I have mine here. You need a diary when you want to plan your wedding like a pro. First thing is first, what you are supposed to do is write down what you want for your wedding. Prepare a wedding list. Write down everything that you want for your wedding. Prepare a wedding list. Write down what you want your wedding set up to be like. Write down everything, that every detail that you need on your wedding. Just to do like somebody with OCD. Be detailed, be specific on what you want. Is the wedding going to be in a church? Is the wedding going to be in a garden? Is the wedding to be, is it an indoor or an outdoor wedding? Write that down. Make a wedding list. That's very, very important when you are planning your wedding. So after that, write down also your wedding guest list. You prepared your wedding list already. What you prepared your wedding list before. You write down everything that you want. You write down the type of food that you need, the type of music that you want, the type of dressing that you want on your wedding. The wedding, is it going to be indoors or outdoors? Is it in winter or in summer? You write that down. After that, you have to write your guest list. Is the wedding going to be a big wedding? You have already write that on your wedding list. Is it going to be a big wedding, or is it going to be a small, intimate, or family, I don't know, very small wedding, or a medium number? You have to create your guest list. How many people do you want? Who are they on your wedding? How many people do you want on your wedding? Because if you are going to consult any wedding planner, maybe you are going to consult catering, they are going to ask you, okay, we are going to come and cook, but for how many people? We are going to come to cook for a wedding, but it's for how many people? Because normally they charge per plate or per seat or per whatever, individual. So create your wedding guest list after you prepare your wedding list. It's very, very important. So when you are planning your wedding yourself, because you are doing all this alone, you don't have anybody to help you, you are doing this by yourself, make sure you write down everything that you want. Don't forget this. Whatever you think, you might be in a church or something, or in a road, and then you think of something else, type that on your phone. Maybe you think of flowers, type flowers on your phone, then go home and put that detail in your diary. That's how you are going to do your wedding. So first thing is first, you create your wedding list. After that, you create your wedding guest list. You create your wedding list and your guest list. They work hand in hand. Guest list and your wedding list, right? On that list of your wedding list, what are your priorities? On that list. As for me, when I was planning my wedding, my dress was my priority. I want everybody to be like, dress Raki, wow, yeah, dress, wow. And I wanted a dress that I feel comfortable in. And the second thing was my car, my entrance car. And the third thing, it was my food, the food that everybody was going to eat, food and drinks. Cake wasn't much of my priority, maybe because I trusted the person a lot, so I wasn't like, I wanted it to be so detailed and so forth and so forth. So make sure that if the cake is the one thing that you want to be outstanding, put all your effort on it. Talk to the cake provider. Make sure you give her or you give him every detail of what you need on your cake. If it's decoration, make sure you provide every detail that you want to be on decoration. If it's your dress, make sure that it's fit perfect and it's the one that you want, and that's it. When planning your wedding, it's not everything that you want is going to come out exactly what you expected. So you have to pick. If are flowers that you want, you should focus also on that. If it's decoration, make sure you put your effort on that. If it's the cake, put your effort on that. If it's your dress or your suit, put your effort on that. Likewise, like what I said, as for me, I put my effort on the food and my car to the wedding. Or that those three things, they were very, very important to me. So write down, if there is something bad to happen on my wedding, it is not going to be the cake, or it is not going to be my dress, or it is not going to be the decoration. Make sure you write that down, because what is going to be happening on your day, normally people, because everybody is vibing and they are happy, they're not going to focus on the things that were not done the correct way. They are going to focus with the things that are outstanding. So make sure whatever you want to be your priority, it must be outstanding. If it's your cake, you said, okay, I want my cake to be outstanding, so that when I come home, everybody will be like, cake kanyanya. So as for me, I put my effort on the food, on my dress, yes, but for everybody else, it was the food. And until right now, people, they're still saying, you know what, the caterer who made your food, she knows what she does, because the food was so nice, the food was so tasty. Nobody gets sick from that food. So make sure you list that. I need this to be perfect no matter what. I need this to be perfect no matter what. But you don't have to say, I want the whole wedding to be perfect. Some of things, they are going to be in places like a puzzle. If you fix three good things to be perfect, other seven of them, they are just going to come hand in hand, and you have your perfect wedding. After writing what you want exactly on your wedding, now you have your wedding list, you have your guest list, you know the things that you want for your wedding. You have all that in numbers. You know exactly what you want for your wedding. After writing all that down, now we are going to the wedding, because you planned it already, right? So if you are doing that, for me, what I advise people is to put your effort, pray about everything, meditate. I think when you are planning your wedding, your mind should be like, my wedding, my wedding, my wedding, my wedding. So while you are doing that, it's like you are concentrating with your wedding. So because you are planning it yourself, you are going to be forgetful. But remember, you might not find anybody to help you, because you are planning it yourself. So you must have your wedding committee. You must have a wedding committee, a group of people that can help you discuss your wedding, discuss your plans now and then. You meet with those people, you discuss your wedding, you discuss your progress. Like, okay, now I paid the cake half down, and they write that thing down, and they write it down. They said they paid cake half down. They said they paid the caterer half down. You are going to be forgetful. So those people, they are going to be there to help you. And on that group, you are going to have a secretary who is going to write every detail. Like when you tell them, I paid the makeup artist, they'll be like, yeah, last time you told us you paid the makeup artist. Give us their number. They keep all the record for you. It's like they are helping you. You are planning it yourself, but you are giving them the information, and they are helping, following your steps. Like they are following where you walked, and they are following you to see if you are doing it the right way, if you are doing it the right way. Because you might be like, okay, and you might say, I paid the caterer, and then later on your caterer will be like, no, you didn't pay me anything, you have to pay me, but you paid the deposit already. So if you have that information written down in your diary and in somebody else's diary, and you give them their number, they'll be like following up. If you say, I paid the caterer, they're going to call the caterer. Hello, are you so and so? Did Mid pay you such amount for the wedding? And they will be like, oh yes, she did, she paid so and so and so. So that they are going to mark, now we paid cake deposit half down, we paid the caterer deposit half down, we paid the venue deposit half down. So what's next? That's how you are planning your wedding. It's not like something you're going to do like, okay, now I have my pay for this month, so I'm going to go and pay the caterer all of it. What if you pay the caterer all of it, and then you lose your job maybe next month, and the wedding is going to be there a month after that? So you're going to pay maybe half, or you pay full amount, but you need somebody to keep your records. Of course, they are not your wedding planner. You are your wedding planner yourself. So make sure that you do that. You don't forget anything. Keep your records. Think about everything, and whatever even the tiniest detail you think about, write it down. It might be like, okay, um the groom's tie. You have to write it down. The groom needs tie, because if that tie or bow tie is missing on the day of the wedding, then it will be like people are saying, angas na tie, or you're just going to take another tie that you didn't want. So make sure you plan. If you are saying planning, we mean you are writing everything down in detail for future, and you want to fulfill everything that we have write down. This is how you are going to plan your wedding yourself. If you want to be your wedding planner, do this. Write everything down. Find a small group of people. If you are going to church, maybe few church members and few family members, they are going to stand beside you, helping you. I think I have to talk about how the wedding committee help. How the wedding committee can help you plan your wedding, because doing that all alone, it is going to be overwhelming. You are going to forget most of the things. You are going to forget some of the important details of your wedding, yet they worth. So make sure that you have a group of people that are going to help you in writing down, in following ups with the service provide with following ups with the service providers that you have. So guys, if you want to plan your wedding yourself, it's not quite complicated. It's not impossible. It is very possible, and you can do it. If I did it, you are going to do it also. So what I advise you is just to go write everything down. Create your wedding list right now. Write from the veil to the shoe, right from the venue, right to the transport, right food, right every detail, flowers, decorations, bridal team, groomsmen team, even the flower girl. Write that down. That's how you are planning your wedding yourself, like a professional. Because if the professional was going to do that, they were going to do it maybe exactly like this, or they need more details, like they are going to ask you colors maybe of the flowers, of everything that you need, even the taste of the food. They are going to do that with you. So make sure you are going to write everything down. Write everything down. Make sure if you find service providers, make sure they are trustworthy, like they are true, they are trustworthy. If I'm talking to people around here, make sure you find trustworthy people. You have some references. Kuti vakamboshanda naanani, you have some references. Don't just go on internet or on Google and just say a wedding caterer, then the first one that pops out, you'll be like, now this one is going to be my wedding caterer. It's not like that. You have some references from people you know, like, do you really know this person? How did they do on your wedding? Make sure you are going to do that. If it's food, go and taste it if you have the chance. If it's a wedding cake, make sure you have to taste it if you find the chance, especially when food is like the best thing, that is like the most important thing you want on your wedding. Or if cake is the most thing that you want on your wedding, make sure go and taste it. If it's flowers, go there to their garden or to wherever they do flowers. Make sure you pick them yourself. You choose, you'll be like, this one and that one and this one. So make sure you don't left any stone unturned for your wedding, because you are doing it yourself. Even the nails matters on your wedding. Even the weaving matters on your wedding. So make sure you are going to write every detail of your wedding. If you have any question, you guys, please ask. Yeah, I'm going to answer it. If you found this video interesting, please like it, comment, or share to the other people, so that we can grow this channel together, and so that YouTube can help also other people using this video. I hope this help you, and thank you guys for watching. Bye.